Now that everyone is triggered by the alarm clock.
I swear I'm awake, Mom.
Yeah, this sounds so much like the one that I was harassed by in my young life. Yeah, so we're back. So Fabula Ultima. We missed a week, didn't we? I don't think
Yeah.
so. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, we missed a
Yeah,
week.
we didn't do anything last week.
Yeah. And Dion wasn't with us the time before. But we kind of ended a story arc and we're starting a new one. We ended the last session on a space station with Mecha.
Space.
Yes. Yes, Dion, the one thing you specifically said you didn't want in the game, Mecha. But it's still up to you to use it or not.
Fucking hate mechas.
Right. So we leveled up too. Everybody got a new class. And so we will talk about that a little bit as we introduce our characters.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we
Nobody
did.
got a new class.
No, not a new
Nobody
class.
got a new
Sorry.
class.
Yeah. You just got the same classes. Fine.
Nobody's got any class. Come on.
Jameis, who are you playing?
I'm playing Mako, a monster hunter of the wild, and I don't know how wild it gets out here in space, but here we are.
Have you not heard of the wilds of space? Guess not. Guess not.
No.
I hear it's filled with
Something
trolls.
special.
If you can talk
Filled
to
with
the
tribbles.
xenomorphs and take over their abilities, man, this will be so much
Spitting
easier.
acid?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Just
that's a
like that,
magical
please.
spell. Yeah, pretty sure. Richard, who you got?
Hi, I'm Richard, and I'm playing Noddy Noon, the BR Silent, and he's a happy-go-lucky explorer.
Now in space.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, not all that thrilling. As you've said earlier, it's just a lot
nothing.
of black outside these
Yeah, there's
windows.
nothing there.
And Dion, who you got?
Hi, I'm Dion. Tonight I'm playing Lady Celeste Collar, who is an arcanist, a spiritist, and an orator. And
Friend
I
of
got a new
demons.
spell.
Summon demon?
No, mercy.
That's funny. And Bill, who is your character tonight?
I am Arcturus Bent. I am king of the hobos. And I don't know. There you go.
Yeah, I guess so. My throat is probably going to be a little raw tonight because we're being assaulted by Canadians burning their forests. I'm sure they're doing it on purpose. Not at all. It's not even conveniently maple scented. It's just
Wasted
rough.
opportunity.
Yeah, yeah. And I think everybody over here is affected by that somewhat, as far as Bill and Dion go. Anyway, yeah. It's been a rough day. So we're going to try and do this with a minimum amount of throat clearing, but I make no promises. Right. Last episode, Gary became conscious. Dion, of course, he's not in his chair now, so I don't know who I'm talking to. But Gary became conscious, said there was something very wrong. And yeah, you all got teleported to his space station where you find out that there are many Garys. Gary is just the body that the, current overmind is inhabiting at the time. They all look the same. Apparently, through committee, the form that Gary takes was optimized to be the less distressing for your civilization. So that's why they all look like Gary. It's
Okay. Right.
It's like your senile old grandpa. Yeah. So committee said that was the best form to take. After getting aboard, you arrived to a bunch of klaxons because a seed, an alien being, had somehow got rooted here in the station and was growing to levels that it did not intend, as it was feasting on the reactor core. Imiko did the very compassionate thing and helped it to become smaller, so that it was no longer a threat.
Did you kill it?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, you didn't.
I was like, oh, is that what you mean? You killed it?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Right.
It was
And
a plant. He
so-
could talk to it, so no.
You guys are recovering a bit up here as Gary is getting everything back online in the space station. Um, you had found out some information that apparently something happened in the stealth political phase of the undead coming tidal wave is now over, as the shock troops, the lieutenants of the undead, made an appearance. At least one of them did on the back of its flying steed, as you were removed from the world below you there and brought to the space station here. Well, you're being sent back to Newark, back to your main city here, with a little bit of help. Some of the fascinating things you've seen on the space shuttles, yes, they do indeed have mecha here. They have giant roboties. The current pilots for those have not been inserted into fleshy sleeves yet, though, so they are not available. But the class is open to you guys now if you wanted to do some training as a mech pilot. That's a thing. It's a thing you can do now. Right. Your supplies were topped off from the supplies of the space station, and yes, you're going to go back to Newark. They have a very Star Trek-esque kind of transportation device here that's able to tap into any of the active networks that are on your world. And as the one in Newark is now active, you are brought back home.
Yay!
Boo.
Since the place you were has prolonged periods of day and night, you're not exactly sure how long you've been gone. Not exactly sure, but apparently long enough that something has happened here. You arrive right next to the orb, and you see that this aisle, any building over 2 stories, has been destroyed. It's rubble.
Wow.
This happened not instantly, not within moments or anything like that, as there are scaffoldings being built. There's people laboring to fix things up. All the tavern keepers that you guys are familiar with are out here providing food and water to the workers. Arcturus, what is the name of your opposite number that's taken over while you were gone? Randall?
It's on your ship.
Yeah,
On your sheet.
Randall?
On
I
your
think it's
board.
Randall.
I mean,
Randy,
you've got a
Randall.
bond, so it should be right there on your sheet.
Yeah. Let me see. Do-do-do-do-do.
Didn't he have a place right next to the orb, Noddy?
Yes. Well, my friend did, Max Hagen, or Maximilian Hagen, as well.
Reginald was his name.
Reginald.
There we
Okay. Reginald has out in force all of your crew, and they're helping those that have a lot of your folks have basic laboring knowledge. A lot of them have been stonemasons, woodworkers, and they are out helping everyone else. And he is there directing. He's actually doing a really good job. People are listening to him. And it's not just the hobos either. It looks like he's got a whole crew of artisans and people that are laboring to fix some of the buildings up. There is architectural plans being looked over. Wood and other materials are floated over from ships. What you do see that is interesting is that your guild hall is completely destroyed. It is razed to the ground.
Is there something in its place, or
There's not. It's just rubble. Yeah, this over here, the council hall, I should say, not guild hall. The council hall has been razed. You do see some of the council folks out, though. Some of them are overseeing blueprints. They are signing out waivers to get supplies from the different shipping companies, etc. Looks like the whole community is just chipping in. You don't see... There isn't like a general look of sadness on anyone's face, like a bunch of people died. It's more a little bit of shock, but more a look of determination, as they're just going to buckle down and rebuild, and everything will be fine. One of the council members is there as you come, of course, there's still the spell on the orb, so folks don't recognize that it is anything special. So it's just, you're not there, and then you are there. And that also doesn't surprise anyone. That's also part of the spell that the orb has on it. As the council member turns to you, it says, "Oh, you're back." It rolls up the blueprint, hands it off to one of the workers, and just gives a nod. Lore Master. Oh, we desperately need your counsel. We have had a very bad thing happen as he
So we
looks
still have Jerry
around
with
at some
us.
of the buildings. It is good to see all of you again. Imiko, Naughty, Lady Celeste. Oh, when he sees you, he stops and goes, "Ooh, Lady Celeste, it would probably be good that you return to your sisterhood as fast as possible."
Oh no. All right. I will go now.
Yes. Yep.
I hurry along on my way.
Yep. Pardon, Lore Master, if you would. He kind of just pulls Gary aside. He doesn't. You know, they're talking in low voices, but you know they don't ask any of you to leave or anything. They're just not talking loud enough for any of the citizens that are working around you to overhear what they're saying. Right. So the gist of it is they're just sharing what's happened, but this wasn't an attack. A few days ago, and Gary is working this out, and you hear Gary respond to, "Yeah, that would be around the time that the assault became on the tower that you guys were defending." Um, it looks like a third of the council members were infiltrators, agents of the undeath. Agents of those beyond the pale, and they rapidly and it seemed without any real. It doesn't feel like they had been planning this for some time. More like they were motivated to do this quickly, and they made off with a great number of relics. And to delay anyone from chasing them or finding out what they took, they destroyed a great many of the buildings, and then these beasts came in from the sky with riders on their back, which decimated more buildings, scared the populace. Luckily, only a few died in this rout. The council members, unfortunately, most got away. Several were killed, and we have one in custody. At least we believe him to be a turncoat. Of course, with our laws, we are not able to coerce him into speaking. We were waiting for the sisters to perhaps do some truth saying on them, but they have problems of their own. Apparently, one of the first places it was assaulted was their citadel, and their high priestess is unfortunately no longer with us. So until they can work out their own problems, we are left with a non-cooperative hostage.
You captured someone?
Oh, yes, Naughty. He kind of just waves you over. And Gary says, "Oh, not a problem at all. I can strip whatever we need right out of his brain. I can just wring it like a wet sponge." And the council member was like, No, I'm afraid that we have laws forbidding that. And until we can prove otherwise, he does still have the full benefit of the law in our aisles here.
Does he? Why? What?
Remember, you guys wanted an enlightened society.
Yes, light. We had our councillors, or half of them, third of them were infested with evil, and half the city's been destroyed. Yes, light and fun.
All right, well, whatever.
Until we can have a truthsayer prove that he was actually part of this. He is insisting that he was only caught up in it, that he had nothing to do with it, and we'll speak no further without counsel and a trial. We've been holding him in one of the alchemical cells. You guys kind of know about this. Like whenever new magics or new alchemy or even new machinery is tried, they have special areas for that deaden the effect of spells. They make very good holding chambers for those that are magically inclined. they don't really know of how to strip the powers from the person. These areas work really well for that. We have him held in one of the testing chambers now. We feared that perhaps he would have magics to spirit him away like many of the other members did. Gary says, so I can't just wring the information out of his head then. Oh, no, not until we can prove he actually is a part of this. Ah, well, that's unreasonable, but okay.
See, I want to take a bond with Gary, but annoyance is not an available level. So I've taken to put down mistrust. It's just
There you
very
go.
at the moment.
It looks at the rest of you. Imiko, Arcturus, come, join the conversation. We are recovering from this betrayal. We know very little of it, other than it's almost certain now that they were working for the personages from beyond.
Did you see big winged creature things?
Oh yes, as I was telling Gary, that's what caused most of this destruction you see here.
We learned things while we were traveling. Isn't the word I would use?
Did we?
But while we were away doing our stuff, so we can,
Did we learn things?
yeah.
Perhaps these creatures had aid from within the city.
Yes.
Yes, it seems to be the case here as well.
Do we have any ideas? Do we know who's been aiding?
They all fled.
Well,
Councillors who were here, who were in the. Well, okay, maybe there are more people than the councillors.
yeah, that's
as
the
well.
problem, Naughty. It seems to me if an infiltration were to take place, it would suit them very well to have not every infiltrator run for it.
Can we
So
just
we
get
should
them to
suspect
touch
everyone,
silver
including
or
you.
something? Isn't
I'm
that a
sorry,
thing
what's
we
that,
can do?
Imiko?
Can we get them to touch silver or something? Isn't that a thing that we can do?
No, not unless they're actually infected by these extraplanar energies. It really doesn't work. Someone who just, for theological or personal reasons, are willing to aid them, they're just beings as any other.
This is Gary saying all of this.
No, this is the councilman. Let me see, what was his name here?
Well, you seem to know a lot for somebody who said we don't know a lot.
Well, this is simply what we've been able to find out over the last few days.
Well, I told you we found out some other stuff, and Gary here knows even more than that. So, you guys do some talking, and
Yes.
go
we
over
will.
there and do something else.
Good enough. I'm sure you would like to see to your own homes and possessions, much like Lady Celeste will likely be a while herself.
Arcturus goes home, Miko goes home, Snoddy goes home.
Yeah,
exactly.
Can I even go home? I don't really have.
Well, you've got a
Exactly.
stretch of alley that you have claimed. You've got the hobo jungle. You've got an overhang and a dry area. But right now, it looks like your second in command is doing a stellar job of getting everybody to help and work.
Yeah, we'll take bonds with Reginald of affection and loyalty. Woo.
Yeah.
So perhaps I could meet with him at some point and find out how it's going and see what the current relations.
Okay. Sure. You want that scene? You want to walk over as he's kind of looking at some blueprints and he's saying like, you, Harvey and Eddie, you guys have woodworking experience. They need some carpenters over at the Last Hope Inn. Yeah, go on over. So as you're coming, he's just getting a group of laborers off. He turns to see you. And if you remember how you left things before, you beat him in single combat, but then did admit that he was good at what he did and left him in charge as you left again. He remembers that, and he remembers your grace. And so as you come up, he does give you the deferential nod. My king.
Oh, Reginald, might we have a word?
Absolutely, sir.
It's
Yep,
like-
you go off to the side. Actually, he takes you over to one of the As I said, a lot of the barkeeps have just set up stands where they're just providing food and beverages to everybody that's working. So he goes over and, he pours out a mug of beer for you, one for himself, and just, grabs a pot pie for you and him. And you sit on a bench nearby with other folks.
Well,
It's
thank
good to see you again, my king. Things have been, we're doing fine until any kind of just expansively highlights the shambles that the city is in.
you were doing good work, and I have no inclination to try and change the order of things. How can I help?
Oh, well, sir, if you would like to take over the work crews, of
No,
course. No,
no, I do not want to take anything over. I wish to provide assistance. You were doing a fine job, as much as, in a way, it may pain me to admit that. You're doing okay.
Oh, those are grand words, sir. Grand words. Perhaps tonight during the break, you'd like to say some words of encouragement to the gang. They're working hard, sir, and
Of
of course
course,
we're all
Well,
throwing
hopefully.
in efforts for this town. No one's accepting pay for any of this. Of course, we're trying to rebuild as fast as possible, and
of
still
course.
are left with a lot of questions. The council has not convened yet, so we all have some questions. We were simply attacked. It even seems that some of the council members were fighting one another.
I I've heard that there may have been elements within the city that were aiding the usurpers. Do you have any information about that?
No, sir. We simply saw it was a pitched battle on the streets. Council member versus council member, magics, uh, firearms, and then it seems that one side was getting the better of the other when these winged creatures descended. Uh, Horrific figures on their backs. It struck fear into even the stoutest of our men, sir. And
Hmm.
well, luckily, a few died, but there was much destruction to the city.
Glad to hear that. I was thinking perhaps if you were to send some folks out to gather information, because as you know, there are a few people other than us that are better at that.
Of course, sir. Yes,
Perhaps you
I
could
will
send
ask.
yes, if you could send word to me, I can take it up the chain and make sure that action gets done.
May I ask, sir, where we would find you?
Um, I guess, are we going to be at the council meeting?
Yeah, you don't know yet. You don't know what's going on yet.
Um, Perhaps I could have one of them send up a signal, and I can come meet you at a predetermined place.
The usual, sir. Running up your undergarments onto a flagpole. The universal hobo signal of help needed.
I was just going to type that in chat because I didn't want to disrupt the thing. That exact thought.
No, that's a very good idea, Brett. I
We
think
will look for your underdrawers, sir.
yes, and if there's
So
anything you should need personally from me, I know we have not always got along in the past, but you're doing a fine job, and I have no wish to circumvent or challenge you at this time.
well, thank you very much, sir. I have large shoes to fill, but I do my best. I do my best.
I would just ask that perhaps when you are speaking with others, you could cease to malign me. There were harsh words before,
Yes, that was before, sir.
and I will of course follow suit. I will not ask without being willing to give the same.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Well, very well. Send up the signal if you have any information or if you need anything. I'm sure I will be here for a little bit at least.
We will depant as needed, sir.
Why, thank you. And we've gotten some. Have we got like gold or something from this from all of our adventures? Did I have
Oh,
some?
we use whatever the credit Zeus, not Zeus, that's
Zuzus,
okay.
and it's just
Zuzus.
whatever you started with,
Is
which
it?
Yeah,
wasn't much.
yeah. There's been a definite lack of treasure.
Yep.
And if there's anything I can do for you, of course, send up the signal as well, and I will come.
Sir, of course, of course. If well, the boys were wondering, sir, if you could find out any information as to why the council was fighting one another. That would be excellent news.
Well, I certainly will check it out.
I mean, sir, if you can't trust your government, who can you trust, sir?
Oh, I've never
Thanks,
been
Bert.
trust the government.
Too close to home.
We're your council members, and we're here to help.
Fake news. Fake news. But whatever. Please watch out for me.
Yes. Oh, eat the pie, sir. They have gone well. They've gone well overboard in providing good food to keep everyone working. It's quite excellent.
I certainly shall. Thank you.
Not a rat pie amongst them all, sir. Mostly waterfowl and fish.
Well,
Well, good.
will go to rejoin my compatriots. Is there anything else you need from me before I depart your presence? And I'm eating the pie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's quite good. No, sir. No, sir. We will fly the underdrawers as needed.
Very well. And then I'll just, clasp my hand to his shoulder. You're doing a fine job, Reginald. Keep it up.
Okay. Lady Celeste, yes, your monastery has suffered much damage, and you already know what's up as. Actually, I don't know that it's a monastery. I don't know. What is it? Is it? Is it a women's only?
Well, that'd be
No.
a nunnery if that was the case.
No, there's male clergy. There's a male cleric that's in charge, and then there's like my friend was appointed to the high priestess, right?
Well, yes, your
Or
friend is
whatever.
now actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been exceptionally accelerated because as you come in, they're wearing the garbs of mourning as they are burying or sending on the remains of the spiritual leader of your group, and it seems that your friend has now taken that place, as she is the one who is wearing the vestments and saying the words to send the soul of your prior high lady on. You showed up just in time for them sending her away, and apparently they've chosen the new high priestess.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna sit through the service
Yep.
quietly.
She does catch your eye as you come in, and there's a very brief nod and a smile to you, as in thinks that you made it for this. As they send her on. It is a great burst of light that descends from the heavens, and angelic figures to everyone but you appear to remove her spirit home. Lady Celeste, you can't help but thinking that those angelic figures have definite non-angelic appearances. A tail here, some horns there, just a feeling of dread instead of what you used to feel. The feeling of rapture is not there anymore.
Yep.
So you're there for the end of that, and as soon as the prayer is adjourned, your friend comes to you and just pushes her way through the crowd, and clasps arm with you in the traditional greeting between sisters. And Lady Celeste, I am so glad you were able to make the final voyage of our High Mother home.
I do the clasp, but then I pull her into a hug. And I hold her close and just say into her ear quietly, like, nobody else could do this justice like you. Thank you. I'm so proud of you for stepping up.
She looks a little worried at first, and then says, kind of quietly to you, "It's the visions. I foresaw it, and unfortunately, I couldn't give warning in time."
I kind of, while we're quietly speaking, I just go, Do the angels look different to you?
God, she looks around and then she says very quietly, I've never seen the angels, lady.
At all?
All of our miracles have always appeared as nothing more than bright light to me. I've never seen the beings that everyone talks about.
I see them. They're not as they seem.
She nods and she looks around, and then she kind of, as she notices again that she's wearing the vestments of her new station, she stands back a little bit and says, Lady Celeste, we should talk about this within closed quarters.
I agree.
This evening after final prayers then. And the place that we used to enjoy wine.
I'll bring a bottle.
Which is the cemetery. You used to sneak bottles of wine out to the cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So she goes, and she is quite commanding as she takes on her role as the new high priestess, and people snap to, and they finish taking the mortal remains of the prior high priestess to the grave.
Can I take a bond with her? Another
Absolutely.
bond?
Yeah.
It's going to go to admiration as well as loyalty now.
Okay.
Because I admire her ability to step up when she's doubted herself. And as my theme is being doubt currently, since me going down before, Celeste is finding herself admiring her wherewithal and her,
One of the neophytes come up. And it's some that you know, like Lady Celeste is probably quite friendly with the youngsters that come in. They're not actually all young. Some of them are well into their adulthood when they find the goddess. And but anyway, so they know you, and they're like, it was a horrible battle, Lady Celeste. She tried to fight off 3 of those winged creatures. They took something from the citadel, and they point to, like, your spire is destroyed. They took something from the spire.
Do we know what?
We don't. Only the high priestess knew. And I don't know that she had time to convey that information to our new high priestess.
I want to...
Pass the bong, please.
Yeah, right. It's a hookah. I want to go somewhere a little secluded for a minute.
Yeah.
And I want to use the compass and see if I
We
can...
don't have the compass.
We don't have it.
Oh, we don't have it anymore. Oh, well, never mind then.
They did the noble thing, and they upheld their end of the bargain by giving it to the thief.
Sure. Noble, that's what it was.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna meander for a little bit, touch base with some people, say my hellos, and then I'm gonna get out of there to go get a couple bottles of wine.
Okay. Everyone seems to be in mourning, but not demoralized. Apparently, while the high priestess died, she either banished or did account for 2 of those creatures.
But
Or
the
no
third
one
got
liked her,
away?
one or the other.
Yeah, the third one got away.
All right.
Okay. Naughty Noon and Emiko. So Arcturus and Lady Celeste went off to deal with business. Now, both of you are more itinerants than anything else in this area, especially Naughty. Emiko has some anchors here, right? The Beastmaster.
Yeah. Oh no, mine's over in whatever the hell this.
Oh yeah, but you're welcome to go to whatever your places are.
Oh yeah. I did want to have a quick word with Arcturus at some point.
Sure. Yeah.
Just to pass on a suggestion of you guys go. You've got a bunch of people that go throughout the city, don't you? You're not sure if Emiko actually knows what hobos are. What exactly Arcturus is?
Yes. I actually have them out looking to see if they can find out any information about who may have been.
Did you? either ask them to look or maybe even try just to see if anyone reacts to silver, or is it particularly avoiding silver? Just keep an eye out for that sort of
Oh,
thing.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I will send them word.
Mm.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Is it part of the kit that somebody got were a bunch of tokens that were silver or gold?
Mm.
I vaguely remember someone getting a bunch of tokens.
Mm.
Don't remember that.
I think it was in the cleric stronghold. I think it was the inspector's idea to find some. Anyway, no, if you don't, you don't. Naughty.
Whatever.
What would you do after this?
Well, that's.
Oh,
I
can
mean,
I just continue with
Oh, yeah.
something first?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
After that, I just want to go roam the city to sort of see what's happening with around, and if anyone's using animals to help move things around, and then sort of have a word with the animals and make sure they're all right.
Oh yes,
Sort of buck them up
yeah.
and stuff. Otherwise,
Muscle powered is that because while you do have steam machines, you don't have things like
Mhm.
bulldozers and stuff like that. So you're still
Yeah.
largely using large animals to move things like that.
So yeah, I'm just wandering around. Keeping
As a
an
matter
eye
of
on making
fact,
sure the animals
your
are all
friend, is it Otis?
right. Jim
Jim.
is the best.
Jim is helping. He's got
Jim.
the large pachyderm type of creatures that are helping move large beams of wood. If you want to give him a hand doing that,
Yeah.
he
All right.
was not in the city when this happened. He was
No,
actually
it's not
out
surprising.
trying to rehome some creatures that were injured, and they had healed enough to go
you're
back
all
out
right,
there.
Jim. Yay.
So he wasn't in the town when it happened. So yeah, he doesn't know much more than you do about anything. Actually, you know far more than he does. The only creatures that anyone in the city saw, from what he's saying, is that there were these terrible flying lizard creatures.
Yeah.
They had with things on their back that made everyone very afraid. But no one saw undead.
Yeah.
But everyone saw the council fighting each other in the streets.
Mhm.
And everyone's still questioning about that because the council hasn't made any kind of word about what that was about.
Yeah, we'll probably chat about the birds and try and work out what sort of things they are and how they may work and stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Noddy.
Okay, sounds good.
All you.
Naughty, do you have anything you want to do in town?
Right.
I'm going to make sure I send word about asking about the silver.
Yeah. Okay. Naughty.
It's okay. It's okay. So everything that was above a two-story building was just knocked down or raised or something, and they're currently building it all back up, right?
Yep. Well, they're stabilizing it so people can live in them again.
Okay.
Yeah.
What the hell knocked down everything that was over 2 stories? I'm just going to go and poke around and see what I can find out by looking at this.
Yes.
Because
by looking at it, and because it is very definitely like anything 2 stories and shorter is fine, but anything that was taller, completely decimated. And when you start asking around, especially some of the engineers that are rebuilding, it seems like the creatures had some kind of sonic attack, and it was just they did it at a height that was greater than 2 floors, and it just decimated. It just went out in like a wave and knocked everything, crumbled everything down. And what was interesting about it, and he's showing you, is that it's not like it was like a wave of like just pure force. He reaches out and he grabs one of the cement blocks, and it just crumbles into powder when he grips it.
Nice. Yep.
Whatever the attack was weakened all the structures, and they just all fell down.
That's impressive. I mean, we could harness that for good somehow.
Yeah. He does make mention that there were people in those buildings. They weren't affected by the wave. Some died from the falls and injury, but they weren't affected by the wave. And he said it seems to be mostly mortar, concrete, stone that was affected.
So if you were to put an element to the kind of attack that was, would that be earth, maybe? I don't know.
So it's an attack that took down buildings but left people standing.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's interesting. dead people were people were overcome and everything by bad winged things were overcome. What happened to those bodies? Are they around here as well? I mean,
well, people tell you they heard that the sisters had some effect on them. They banished them, but there weren't any bodies. They were either disintegrated or banished.
Oh well, that's a shame.
But other than the council members that were fighting against one another, there weren't any other attackers. Just these winged creatures with something astride them that just you couldn't look at them without just fear overtaking you.
Fear. All right. Okay. Well, that's interesting. And when did this happen? Yesterday? 2 days ago?
A couple days ago.
A couple of days ago. Right.
Again, so Gary can kind of confirmed with the around the same time that yours appeared and all that happened at the end.
Oh, I wonder if there are other places that this happened to as well then. Ah, well, if only we had some form of long-range communication with other places that we've been to, but we don't.
Cut scenes to Gary in the council room with a flip phone going, "Oh, hey, Gary, this is Gary. What's going on?"
Never mind. I guess I want to go and poke at dead bodies now. Yeah.
Yeah, there were shockingly few. There were some that died outright from falling from height, especially those that were in very tall buildings. But all told, around a dozen. There are some that may still die from their injuries that are being treated, but about a dozen people.
Yeah, I was thinking more of the council. Have we got any dead councilmen?
No.
No, none of those died in the fight.
Oh, you would probably talk to the councilman originally that would have given you that information. They all got away except for the one they captured. They did believe they slayed some, but they took the bodies.
Between the councilmen, but none of the councilmen on either, or no councilman died at all.
Right.
That's weird. Or that's just all
well,
right, fine.
He says they believe they might have killed a few of them, but the others took the bodies, so they don't know.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Never mind. All right, fine.
If you want some dead councilmen, we can go create some new ones.
Yeah, but that
and more specifically, since you would have gotten this information from the councilman, the one that they did apprehend was totally just a fluke. He was hit on the head by a bit of masonry, knocked him out.
I mean,
they found him after the fact.
The other place as well.
Yeah.
Maybe we caused this when the thing collapsed over here. Oh god, no. All right, never mind. All right, thanks. And I'll just stroll off and poke at some other stuff elsewhere.
Yeah.
Nowhere.
Amazingly, the construction is going along pretty well. It seems like the guilds have just opened up their supplies and just like, just take the lumber, take the rock, take what you need to repair. Everyone's chipping in. It seems like things will be back to normal fairly soon. Although everyone on the street is still wondering about what was going on with the council. Nobody's made any mention of it. No one's made an official declaration of anything, but everyone saw it.
And nobody took the opportunity to go and smack a councilman. Instead, stop their planning permission for a kitchen or something. I'm surprised.
We live in a nice and light and uplifting society. No one would do that.
That's right. They trust their councilmen, even if they were killing each other. They had to have had reasons.
Remember, government always has our best interests in mind.
Yes, that's why you're the king.
You are the government, Arcturus.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, yeah. As I say, I just go off and poke at some other things. And
okay. Yeah, and again, spirits are fairly high. People are... they're questioning like what happened. A lot of folks just really don't know what happened, but no one's really disillusioned. Everyone's like putting things back together. The buildings are being secured so that making sure the structures are safe for people to stay in until the repairs are made on other floors. Those that are dishomed from this are being, they found someone else in the community is putting them up until their place is fixed, that sort of thing. Everyone's doing really good with that. and it's coming along very good. People are decidedly not talking about the creatures they saw in the air. Apparently, it just really spooked everyone else out. They didn't get a good look at what the figures were, other than they were cloaked, because to look at them, it would just make you unreasonably fearful.
So, Noddy, you're not looking in on your friend?
I mean, he was right there at the place, and no, not right now. No, neither of them. He said, remembering that he had a second one as well. Yeah. Oh, no, actually, yeah, I'll have to go and see Elara Whistle Flask, because I was trying to set up a...
Medusa?
no, she's an alchemist, and we had like bottles of stuff from the place, from the dwarves, like beers and things that they were selling, and I got samples of all of those, so she would know where to sell them all. So
Pardon me for
I'll drop by there just to see, hey, which of these are any good, but nothing particular. So yeah.
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 GM left.
I heard. I bought him enough.
Stream
that
time
he
is the
went away,
time
it's
the
fine.
pup must go out. You
Yep.
see,
Of course, yeah.
because I'm not paying attention to him. Paying
Yep.
attention to you. He doesn't like that. All right, so you were going to go see the alchemist.
Yes, just because she got first dibs on all of my stuff. That's why I said.
Okay.
So we got a load of beers and stuff from
Yes.
the dwarves, and I just wanted to take them to her and just go, hey, look at all this stuff that I found.
Mushroom
Maybe we can set up
beers and
stuff.
all kinds
Yep.
of fun stuff.
Maybe
Yeah.
you can do something else with these mushrooms, alchemist type person. I don't know.
Yeah, sounds good. Oh, it's the Temple of K, C-A-Y, that you're at, Lady Celeste, now that I found my notes on this. Right. Whose contact is in the bread and circus? Maximilian Hagen. Whose is that?
Noddy's.
That's me
That's
again.
Naughty's. Okay. Okay. Good enough. Right. So, well, you are all invited to the council meeting, such that it is, and this will be before you need to meet with your old friend, Lady Celeste. So yeah, you're brought in, and so the council members that remain, there were 12. Now there are 5.
Is
What's
the-
his name? The Merman still around?
They are.
Is the meeting open, or is it just
No,
for us?
you're welcomed in, but it's not open to the public. They
Okay.
actually have guards out until they can figure things out. And all the council members look just a little skittish. And they're all kind of side-eyeing each other. They're nervous about who might still be a plant or a spy.
The spy plant.
I want to do something stupid before.
Okay.
Woo!
Mm-hmm.
I would like to get in contact with one of my contacts, Leland the Ailing.
Okay.
Load him up in a little wheelchair.
You're cutting in and out. I think your mic's too far. There we go.
Oh, sorry. So I'm gonna reach out to my contact, Leland the Ailing.
Okay.
I'm gonna load him up in a wheelchair, and I'm gonna take him with me to the council
Okay.
because he was a former council member
Yeah.
in his story, and so he has insight and everything. So I'm
Okay.
gonna try and see if he can come in,
They absolutely let him in.
and I'll fill him in as we go quietly.
Yeah. It wasn't like that in our day. I mean, when we were council members, we were all doughty and strong. We'd never throw in our lot with those undead bastards.
I will
as
not be
long-
attending the council meeting. I will be doing something else.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
So we can come back to that.
Since I'll be going to the area and we'll bring up other bonds, I want to probably just check in with Alforenzo, who was the high-up guard who was sort of big into conspiracies and
Yeah.
paranoia and sort of, yeah, because this is something that's happened and it should be right up his alley, although it may not have been the conspiracies he was aware of. But
Actually, on this one, as he's smoking his pipe, he's like, "I got nothing. I got nothing. This is all too weird, man."
If you see something else, let me know. Or if there's something I should be looking out for while I'm out and about,
Oh no.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some bets going on as to what was going on with the council. Oh, you want to know what the bets were over? Well, it seems that half the council wanted to put in these record libraries that would take up a lot of water and power from the city, and the other half didn't. No. Yeah, he just figures that they had some very big disagreement about something. And they don't know what. Obviously it's not aliens, because aliens are here, and those fish folks are pretty nice, actually. Yeah.
Cool. No, you're right about that one too. All right.
Yeah. There's actually more than the one now. Apparently they did send like a full delegation, so there's more fish folk here.
Cool.
Okay.
More
Yay,
people for Noddy
fishies.
to say hi to.
Yep. So in the council meeting, they're all like very nervous around each other, and they're like, "Well, we all know what one another is thinking." This is the head speaking. It's like, I don't know what to make of that, or where we go forward from here. As you all know, there were significant artifacts that were taken from the city. We're still waiting on word from the Temple of K. Something was taken from them that was quite obvious to all citizens that saw it at the time. And we are now showing that there were several things that were raided from the council hall and various other storehouses across our city. All ancient devices, scrolls, information from our past. Most of it still needing to be interpreted, and I hesitate to say that, seeing as we are in a low trust environment here, how best we should handle this. I vote that we collect an interim council from those in the city to work in our stead until this can be figured out, as I don't believe that it would be judicious for any of us to trust anyone in the council, myself included, at this time. I put this to vote. The council, not immediately, but everybody does eventually raise their hand favoring this. Right. So, as we don't know if our general populace is also set into some kind of, I don't know. I don't know what it is we're dealing with, but do we simply draw lots?
If I may speak to the council,
Of course, Lady Celeste.
I move forward with Leland in the chair.
Leland, good to see you.
Yeah,
you weak buggers. This would have never happened in my time.
I propose and put up the lot of Leland as an interim council member. He has a vital wealth of knowledge and experience in the council in the past, and has always had the betterment of the city in mind and its people. There's no one else better to appoint as the head of an interim council at this point in time, and I trust his judgment and his retainers.
They all kind of look at each other. Some of them remember Leland when they were very young, and they're like, "Well, he was tough but fair. He's been part of the community for a very long time." They all say, like, "Okay, Leland, well, we leave it to you then to form the rest of your council. We are at your disposal." And Leland looks over at you, Lady Celeste. "Are you serious?"
I nod and I go, "I'm sorry."
Okay. Well, perhaps I should get out of this wheelbarrow for this dignified position and all. Okay. Suggestions, Lady Celeste, Imiko, Arcturus, as to who else we can fill the council with?
Yes, Reginald.
Oh, that fine man who's taken over the hobos. Yeah, he's so much better. Oh, hello, Arcturus.
He has stepped up, and I've just in my time in the city today, I've seen him doing more for the city and the people than others that normally would not.
Oh, very good. We should summon him to the chambers. One of the council members says, I'll go. Another one stops and says, perhaps we should do things in pairs for now. He's like, of course, yes. And two of them go.
So have we been able to glean any understanding of what it was they may have been fighting about, or did I miss that?
No one's talked about it.
Yep.
For all we know, it was just people that were serving the undead secretly came forward and tried to do a coup.
Yeah, the remaining council members are going in that direction because they had some idea of what the artifacts were or the areas that were breached and things taken. It's like, yeah, those were from the last undead war. Those were records. Those were items of power, things that had to do with that. And that and the description of the flying beasties that appeared, that's definitely in the history. People know that. It's like, yeah, they're definitely in league with the those from the void. They don't like to use undead because it's not really truthfully what they are.
Do we know what was taken from the Temple of K?
You don't.
That's why I was asking the council.
Yeah, we don't. We were hoping that you would be able to tell us, Lady Celeste.
I have not been able to discover it. Apparently, the former high priestess was the only one that knew.
And documentation standards are the same the world over.
Very good. We're going to need some more folks, though, than just Reginald.
Don't look at me just listening one. And Mikhail would just be sort of just blank, close his mind, completely blank, maybe dancing cows or something.
Gary speaks up and says, we lore masters have to be moderate in all things. I can't be part of your council. I can give you counsel, but cannot be part of any governmental. I'm not allowed to. Let's leave it at that.
Rules are rules. I mean, not to be the one that's the only one throwing names in a hat, but Lucille, the newly appointed high priestess.
Well, we will need somebody from the Temple of K for truth speaking once things are settled there. So that would be a good one as well. I think any of the folks that have been here for many generations, pull in some of the tavern keepers, those that have both land and family here that have been here a while. Pull those, less likely to have been infiltrating that way, I think.
Head of the Merchant Guild?
Well,
heads?
We did think of that, but we can't trust putting them in a position of power where they might be able to. There's a reason why none of the merchant guilds are on the council. They are very greedy.
Are any of them retired?
That's a good point. Yes.
Mm.
Yeah, they send out runners for a few more people. And so after a bit, you have a new council convened. Lady Celeste, your friend is here, does come. Naughty, what are you doing in the meantime?
What I
Other
wanted
than
to
being
do,
muted.
yes, is to unmute myself, and then I thought I might start a project, seeing as I can do those things, given that I'm a tinkerer. I'm not sure, but everybody seems to be not talking about the things that they saw. So I was thinking perhaps I could create something so that they felt more inclined to open up about the winged creatures that they saw. Maybe it boosts their confidence or just makes them more
I think that's
open.
just
I don't
called
know.
alcohol.
Yeah. I know, but I was looking for something in case it was specifically like an effect that they had put on people to calm them down and make
Yeah,
them...
actually, sure. If you want to see if you can't come up with a concoction, because you do get the feeling that it's more than just simple fear. Like it
Yeah.
does feel like it's something that was imposed on their wills.
So yeah. Projects start on page 135 or 134.
Oh. There's an official thing, is there? Okay.
Yes. It much like how you work out the cost for a ritual, it's cost for doing
Neat.
projects like that. Yeah. I'm not sure.
Did not know about those.
Yeah.
Should read the rulebook sometime.
Maybe. So yeah, I don't know whether I should be obtaining some limited form of protection or providing short-term energy or what it would actually
Is
cost.
there like something from removing an effect?
It should be. That's a fairly standard thing that to do.
I was just saying, suppress the power of a demon. That's an extreme thing.
Oh, that would certainly work.
Yeah.
But there might be something less strenuous.
I don't know if the Temple of K would be happy.
I mean, basic elixirs that you can get for inventory points can remove a condition that people have, but I don't think it's quite.
Yeah, it's not really conditioned in that effect. Well, what's been useful for you before was to be able to boost someone's mental defenses. And that seems to have worked on a few things to this point.
Boost mind points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's nothing really which, I mean, provide long-term energy maybe. Because it's not energy really, but I don't know anything else.
Actually, if you just want to get a conversation out of them, I would say even the short term would work, and then they'd go right back to where they were prior to
All
that.
right, well, we'll start with the short-term one to see if it works, and we'll only get something for a single individual.
In a bottle.
Yeah. We'll get it
without the side effects of alcohol.
Yeah, and this will be something.
Without,
All right.
And it's brewed from mushrooms.
Yeah. There's no role or anything associated with this, but it does cost money, which I have just enough of. It will be the short-term energy is a medium effect, which is 200 zeniths on an individual times 1, and it's a consumable because I don't have the funds to keep going over and over again. So that is also times 1. So 200 zeniths it will cost me for this, which I have. And then it will be a clock of 2 because it costs 200. And it will fill in at the end of the day because I've been working on it.
Yes.
For the day.
Okay. So I'm going to say you take some portion of this time to find the person that maybe have gotten the best sight of it instead of just a passing sight of it. Which is one of the sentry guards, or any of the sentry guards that are in the tower, got great looks out of it. Excellent. Out of those, many of them are hospitalized from falling from those towers when it disintegrated everything from the 3rd floor up. There are a couple, though, that are hardy in hail and are helping with the
well, if you want to tie it in, you can make it up for Onzo. You can make it.
You can do that. Yeah.
Up to you if you want to.
Is that one of your contacts?
Yeah, it's one of my bonds.
Cool. Yeah.
You can. You don't have to. Just saying he's an existing character.
But he is the one that likes conspiracy theories.
Yeah. Wow.
Lizard people. I tell you, it was lizard people.
Yes.
Do you?
What about the coming from the sky. Lizards don't fly.
But yeah, so let's say you take some time finding the perfect person that would have seen the most, even though they are unable to recollect what they saw. And yeah, I know this thing is a clock thing, but let's just say you take your time, you've done it. He agrees to take your potion.
Yeah, it happens it would happen at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Anyway. Be able to fill it all in because of.
Yep. So yes, thing about it is that stripped of the fear. And he did get a good look at them. The creatures were indeed monstrous. Just to throw out a term that the players would know, but the characters may not, is like they're extremely large pterodactyls. They were lizards with membranous limbs instead of feathers. So there you go. Very long heads, long beaks, and long spiky protrusions from the back. So yeah, looking very much like a pterodactyl or a thunderbird.
Very interesting.
Right. But the people on their backs were just people. They were dressed in black cloaks. He remembers seeing hands,
They're coming out of sleeves or out of the hood.
Exactly. And they were just people. There was nothing horrific about them. Now that's been stripped of his psyche and he can clearly see. He remembered they all had, tanned skin, which is not uncommon for this seas environment that you're in, but very crystal blue eyes, which was unusual. Blue eyes are not the common in this area. I mean, yes, they exist, but he's remembering in particular that they were just very blue, like deep blue eyes, like very strangely blue. Their features were angular, also not unusual for this area, but they looked just like normal people.
Almost too normal.
Other than their eyes being an astounding shade of blue, they just look like normal people.
Huh. All right. Not somebody you'd seen before or anything like that.
No, nobody recognizable, but also could pass in a crowd here if wore something over their eyes because they are stunningly blue.
Don't suppose you saw if they had hair or not, or whether it was head.
Some did.
They
Some
did.
did. He's passingly sure that at least one of the riders was female or had just luxuriously long hair.
So not like Gary then.
No.
Or-
no baldies.
No, I mean not all the same person. Or...
Yeah, no, they were all
Okay.
distinctly different. They all
Alright,
had
well,
high
that's-
cheekbones, very angular faces, darkened skinned, like sun-darkened, sun-kissed, you would say.
All right. Well, interesting.
Can you give me just a second? I think my dog got into something he should not have.
Is it necromancy?
Buddy.
Because I don't
Hey,
think dogs
Gary,
would
a
be into
dog
that.
necromancer?
I mean, it would raise the skeletons up so they could just follow them along and they could just chew on the bones whenever they wanted.
Exactly.
Buddy.
New character concept. A necromancer
yeah, that's
dog
gotta be-
that resurrected his owner. Everyone thinks the owner's the necromancer.
Oh no! Alas, usually skeletons and zombies and stuff can't say anything, so the dog will never be able to hear it be called a good boy again.
I know.
It's a tragic tale.
It is.
Buddy.
Playing fetch with a rib.
Do that thing. No. Yeah, do that thing where tug of war, where they've got something and you're pulling on it, and then just the hand comes off. And
The whole arm.
the whole arm, even better. Apologising to the dog there in the background, we heard.
All right. Sorry about that. All right. So so that's what he can remember. And they all wore heavy like torques. They looked maybe like they weren't precious metal. They were either iron or darkened bronze, but they all had like chokers or torques around their necks. He couldn't make out the details, but anytime someone shifted, you could clearly see they were all wearing it.
Okay.
They're
Does
like the
that
one
sound
Noddy
like
has.
something that we had? That like they were at the other place? 'Cause I don't remember talks being mentioned by the people we were attacked by.
Yep.
Okay.
No, this was something earlier on in the game that you were looking at, and they were devices, symbols.
Yeah,
That
I know
were
that
worn
everybody
on.
had some sort
Yeah.
of ring or something
Yep.
to nominate to catch, to identify them.
Mhm.
But yeah. All right. Okay.
But yeah, so while your elixir works, like he's actually not a bad sketch artist either. So like he sketches out the
How
the
fortunate.
dino, we'll call it, it's a flying reptile. He kind of sketches out. Of course, the one that he remembers the most is the one that he pegged as being possibly female. Long flowing hair. The hair was dusky as well, kind of an auburn, reddish brown.
So that's the
Again,
dinosaur,
fair
but what about the
features.
person?
Yeah. Dark, sun darkened skin, very high cheekbones, and those brilliant blue eyes. They all shared the same blue eyes. Actually, the same skin tones as well.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for your help. This feeling will go away soon, I'm afraid. Sorry.
Yep. And as best as he can remember, yeah, he sketches out like the neck piece.
Oh, the tall.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
It's fairly wide and is some darker metal. He's thinking like base iron, not steel, not shiny. It was dull. Actually, Naughty, now that he's trying to get it on a paper and he's kind of smudging it to make it look like, why don't you give me a double insight roll?
Ooh.
I will do that. Pow. I have made a 14.
Yeah, so that
That's
kind
pretty
of dullish, grayish metal you've come across. You even have some samples of because it has a dampening effect to magic. You found a rune that was made of it.
Okay. Okay. Well,
A ruin, not a rune.
Right.
interesting.
So yeah, it definitely calls to mind that strange metal that you found. It was kind of warmish to the touch, had just a gray drab appearance to it. Was slightly slick as well, or even oily.
Yeah. All right. Well, I will rush to the council meeting and, have missed it by a couple of hours. will kick
No,
in
they're
the
still all
door.
there because they're still gathering the new council. Let's say by the time you burst in, the last of the new council has arrived.
While you've all been sitting on your asses doing nothing, I have learned valuable intelligence.
Well, the old council basically says we will make ourselves at your dispensation if you need anything from us. They do say here's the holding cell that we believe the one council member that was apprehended, that was part of this conspiracy, is being held, and they think that it's probably best that they are not kept in the loop of whatever is discussed, other than if you want to see any of them individually to get information, that's probably the best way to do it. And yes, one of your first duties is probably to make an official proclamation to the city tomorrow as to what's going on. He's like, oh.
No, that's their problem.
Okay. With that, the 5 remaining council members are going to disperse and say, okay, we will just go to our chambers, call any of us as you wish or as you need, and leaves it to
Wow.
you
So this
guys.
Really an excuse for them to take a long holiday in their chambers and not actually for doing any work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still getting paid. Yeah.
Yep.
First order of business: stop the paying of the old council members.
No, keep it going so that when they come to collect it, we can capture them.
So the council members are non-paid positions. You are doing a service to the community. You don't get money for it.
No,
Well,
that's
not
what
with
I'm
that
saying.
attitude, you won't.
That's right. You can find alternate ways to make money with your position.
By selling out to the zombies.
Yeah, apparently, if they had paid them, maybe this wouldn't have happened.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, but you guys are in there because you're consultants now. Consultants. Yeah.
Oh, does that mean we get paid the big bucks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get a contract signed.
Yeah.
All right, so Reginald's on the
All right.
board, the old council members on the board, and they got just various inn and other folks that have a long family lineage here to shore it out. I'll come up with names later, but yeah, they've got a council of 5. And the first thing they want to do is, of course, well, we should probably see the prisoner, seeing as Lady Celeste's friend is here and can do some truth saying. Try, and that's legal. So they will, well, assuming he talks. If he says nothing, then the truth saying doesn't really work.
Hmm. Oh, have fun.
Yep. But you are all invited along in case something you say may entice him to talk.
Oh,
Well, I mean, hey, everybody, I learned these things. Blah, 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 blah. Maybe some of that will be useful to someone somewhere.
The blah and the blah blah in particular are
Yeah.
just
Right.
so important.
Oh, I just wanted to... Hey, Gary, if you're here, I look around and you here. Yeah, there you are over there. Blue eyes. Is that a people who came before? Are they like? Do you know when they were? Because you said this has happened before.
Yes. Their eyes are not blue; they are ensorcelled.
I don't know that color.
Gary tells you that likely the neck pieces, the torques, are keeping them under control. The blue eyes are some other beings
Right.
looking through their eyes.
Okay, so if we could take the talks off, or break them, or stop their power, oh no, I couldn't stop their power because they were made of things that stop power. Well, if we could do something like that, they would be freed, maybe.
Perhaps. Or they could be doing this under duress, or they could be doing it because they agree with whatever is happening. Others have before.
But either way, getting the talks off would at least mean that the other things couldn't
It will
see.
blind whatever is seen
Yeah.
through them,
Cool.
yes.
All right, so yeah, everybody make note. I don't suppose
Attack
anybody
all
remembers whether
blue-eyed
those
people, got
talks. Yeah, I suppose if anybody remembers whether those talks were magnetic or not, or the metal we saw. Was
They weren't.
magnetic.
Yeah, they
what's
were
a magnetic?
Well, we know how to make screens display pictures, so I understand So we must know the basics of magnets.
Again, somebody
You buy.
picked up
Oh,
some samples of that metal or rock. So, like, you can do some experimentation on it. You have some of it.
Probably me. I was probably the one
Probably you.
picking up everything.
Yeah.
That's all my character does. So yeah. All right. Well. Cool.
Okay.
Who wants to-
Well, yes. So everybody goes to the place. Isn't particularly designed as a jail cell. Let's start off with that. It's where experimentations are done, where magic might run awry or mechanical things might cause a lot of damage, like explosions. So the place has been particularly built and ensorcelled to shield that sort of thing. But they have found that it's great for keeping spellcasters from just teleporting out of there. So they've got some guards set on the outside. The person is right now just sitting on a table, like cross-legged on top of a table, eating food that was brought to him. This was one of the younger councilmen. I could give you names, but I don't have my book handy. He doesn't seem particularly distressed. He is in irons, both his hands and feet. It's got chain long enough to give him room to move, but he's bound to one place. And you're all seeing this through the blast-proof glass window into the cell or into the area. All right. So Lady Celeste, your friend and Reginald, as the two are appointing themselves to go in and speak to this man.
Okay.
The rest of you are invited as well, as you might have a particular question at hand. Yeah, the council member, I'm just going to say that until I have my list of names, just kind of looks up and nods as you enter and says, "Oh, you brought the truth sayer." And he gives not really a mocking bow, but like an over courteous bow to the new High Lady. Oh, and if it isn't the king of the hobos, Arcturus, he looks at you in the eye and then slides his eyes over to Reginald. My, I'm in great company tonight. I would have dressed myself better had I access to a suit that I haven't sweat in and bled in.
Well, we want to know things, and you know things.
I know many things. That's why I was appointed a
Tell us
council
things.
member.
Well, but we want to know specific.
Lady Celeste, what's your friend's name again?
Lucille.
Okay. So, her eyes kind of go like she's drowsy, and she just says truth after he says that.
For a cell that's supposed to stop magic stuff, it's not doing much to the truth here.
Well, it stops magic stuff from getting out of this room. Not magic done within it. Otherwise, it would be a very poor place to test magic.
Exactly. I don't know. I don't do magics. So.
Yep. Oh, it looks like she's already performing. Wonderful, wonderful.
Lady Celeste, perhaps you should take guard so that Bert's not talking to himself. I mean, so that...
Yeah. Your friend is in a trance, which she needs to be to tell truth.
Oh God, what do I ask?
Well, you can ask how I'm doing. I mean, someone treated my wounds, but the sustenance, I suppose, is passable. No one's asked after my well-being.
Well, how are you doing? All things considering.
Thinks about it for a moment. Fine. Thanks.
Yeah.
Truth.
Can I get you anything?
Oh, I would love to have a cigar and perhaps a nice pastrami on rye. This mustard is bad. And turkey? Please. Turkey?
Okay. All right. I can pass that on to see if anybody can do that for you. Why?
Oh, and a change of clothes and perhaps a basin to clean myself with would be nice.
Why the infighting with the council?
Oh, I don't know.
Were you not fighting?
No, I was struck by a falling flagstone at the very beginning. And your friend says truth.
So why are you in here if they have...
Well, that is the question, isn't it? I understand that there were some renegade members of the council. Why and what they were rebelling against, I don't know. I assume the rest of the council believes that I am one of them. Truth.
Do you know why the council members were fighting?
He doesn't answer that.
Hmm. Do any council members have a reason to want to put you in here?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Would you like
Truth.
to explain?
Yes, I have some leverage over some of them. Not
How
all the
so?
council members engage in purely white lace activities. Some of them are quite heavily in debt to some of the less savory elements of the town. Truth.
So you have blackmail.
Yes. Truth.
Is this common amongst the council members to have?
Amongst those of us that are prepared for negotiations, yes, of course. It's always good to have information on those that might oppose your point of view. Truth.
And what's your point of view?
Well, that is an interesting one, isn't it? What is my point of view? I suppose I want what all the council members want. I want a better life for everyone.
How
More
would you go
access
about
to the
that?
world at large. I would love for these storms to cease so that travel can be had, new peoples, new markets developed. She's truth. He's not. She's. I'll tell you when he says a falsehood. Let's do that. So every time he makes a statement that can be verified as true or false, she's saying true so far.
I look at him.
Your favorite color?
Do you see the angels?
There are no angels.
I look to Lucille.
Again, truth.
Yeah, and this
I
is
look
truth
back to
as he
him.
understands. This is truth as he understands
Yeah.
it. It's not truth
Yeah,
as a
which
because
is
he
already-
knows the nature of reality.
Yep.
Yeah.
What are they?
Explorers like your friend Naughty Noon there. They are beings from afar that you summon here to do trifling little tasks and make them go away so that the departure gives you more. Kind
How
of a bad way to treat a visitor, I think.
How did you come across this information?
Oh, because I myself have called a traveler or two in my time.
You have.
Of course.
You. Is
Do
it?
you know what relics were taken?
Yes.
Do you know the relic taken from the church?
Yes.
What is it?
He just gives a big smile here. That display that was put on for you earlier, Lady Celeste, and your new highness, where the soul of your dearly departed was taken into the heavens. What do you think actually happened to her soul? And now he stares right at you, Lady Celeste. I know you didn't see angels. And I have a feeling our new high priestess didn't either.
I know what I saw. I'm aware. And I'm
Well-
aware where the high priestess may have gone. Or at least have an idea.
Yes. But the question is that where they have always gone? Did you take note of the location that the ritual was performed, Lady Celeste? Did you not notice that it was right below the spire that was destroyed and the object taken? Yes, yes. All of your precious past high priestess, their souls never went on to a just reward. No, no. They were collected. They were collected in an artifact that was stored in your temple. Your last high priestess, I am afraid her soul wasn't taken. And she might have gotten what she deserved.
Why would you say that?
Your friend is saying truth to all these statements, and you could see like tears are just coming, just coming out of her eyes,
Again,
flowing
it's
out her
truth
face.
as he understands it, which may or may not be truth as the reality. It's just what he knows.
You say that you can call upon those from outside.
No, I said I have called upon
You
those
have.
from outside.
You no longer can?
No, I cannot.
Look to Lucille.
Truth?
Yep.
How'd you lose the ability?
Oh, I didn't lose the ability.
Was it never yours to begin with?
Oh, no. Once you've opened a door and your friend is crossed and they are here, there is no more calling, now is there?
So you let people in.
Yes. They're visitors. Naughty, I'm sure you can understand this, wanting to explore new vistas, see new sights.
And these visitors, from what plane?
Well, from beyond the pale, of course. So that is a very particular thing. You might know this. If any of the rest of your characters have had formal education, you would know it. Otherwise, you would not. Beyond the Pale is another dimension where if this dimension is law, like things are formed, things become concrete, things have a certain rhyme and rhythm, and they make sense. That's this side of the line. Their side of the line is pure chaos. It is the unmaking of things. It is the breaking of things, which is not necessarily evil, mind you, because if things didn't break down or decay.
New growth cannot be acquired.
Exactly. But the two were never meant to mix. At least that's what your education tells you.
But we live in a very sheltered area. And you wish to open that up.
No, I don't wish to open that up, no.
You wish to open the world so that people may explore it.
I wish the ether storms to go away so that we can explore more of our world, yes.
And that would lead us to no longer being a sheltered city.
Oh, very nice. Yes, you're right. You're right. But is that so bad? We only benefit from the commerce of others.
It all depends on who we let in to our plane.
I suppose. But who are you to judge that?
I'm not.
Well, you see where we might have some disagreement amongst council members then. Some fear change. Some wish us to be, as you say, sheltered. And some of us wish us to grow, to change, and to better ourselves. Is that so wrong?
Can you tell me about the orb?
He seems genuinely what orb? Yeah, like that's still affecting him too.
Yep. Yeah, that was my question.
Yeah.
Well, guys,
So,
anybody have a question?
Reginald has a question.
Ooh.
Why did they take the objects? He thinks about that for a minute. He crosses his arms and then doesn't say anything. He's like on the verge of saying something, but he decides not to say anything.
Is there a link between the storms and the objects taken?
He thinks about that for a moment. Not that I'm aware.
Were these artifacts originally from this plane?
No.
Are these something that Gary would be familiar with?
He pauses for a minute and says, I don't really know what lore masters are. So I
Truth?
can't answer that. Yes, truth.
Okay.
Gary says, well, technically we're not supposed to be meddling in the affairs of lower civilizations, and I'd be severely reprimanded right now if there was anybody above me to do it.
Mm.
Your friend says truth.
These artifacts, were they taken from their original homes or were they bestowed?
Oh, that's a tricky one. If, let's say, Lady Celeste, your order is in a battle, okay? So you're in a battle, and you're the victors. And of course, to the victors go the spoils. Now, have you taken those, or are they yours by right of conquest?
They're taken.
Okay. Well, then by your words, they're taken.
Were these taken from the plane of the people that the war happened 300 years ago?
No. They were brought here by the people that came here.
So they were trophies from other places brought here by them.
No. You misunderstand. They brought them with them as
Yes.
they entered this realm.
But
They
were,
came from their realm. They were theirs.
and then when we beat them, we took them.
When you slowed them, you took them. Yes. Yes. Sure.
So they should go back.
No. It's best that they're here.
Truth?
And she looks and she's like, that's a yes and no.
Mm.
Good for whom? She says. Oh, good for those from beyond the pale. Not good for you. Oh, truth.
Mm. Does it maintain the link between planes? Them being here?
Well, it certainly makes the link stronger. I can say that without a problem. But you have to remember, my friends were called here. It's not like they invaded.
You called them.
I called them. Your entire order calls them.
Mm. Mm-hmm. The angels. For lack of a better term amongst present company.
And some of them really like it here. And they'd really rather stay than be banished back to their own place.
For better or for worse.
Well, better for everyone that's on board with that. Look, Lady Celeste, High Priestess, it's very simple. We have struck a deal with visitors. They don't wish you any particular harm. Just their existence here causes chaos. It's not an intent. There's no will behind that. It's just the laws that govern them are not. This reality rejects it. It causes things to happen.
Is peace
The whole
an option?
aether storms that we are all experiencing now, keeping us all divided, were because of that.
Is peace an option?
Yes. False. Okay. In the short term, peace is an option. But again, their very existence here causes this reality to crumble and to reshape. So, again, It's not their will that this happens. It's just this is going to happen.
Unless they leave.
Right. But it's change. Do you fear change, Lady Celeste?
No.
Then why would you fear them?
I fear intent more than I
Again,
fear
it's
change.
not their intent that things change. They simply will.
Well, everything changes.
Exactly. But that's really not the case, Lady Celeste. We have been in a stasis for hundreds of years now. These storms keep us bottled in like a zoo.
I agree.
Anybody want to take a quick read of the room?
Yeah.
Like the council members can hear what's going on outside, and you can kind of, there's windows, you can see them. Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to just, why don't you just give me a double insight roll from anybody that wants to see what this is doing? Because the guy is playing to the crowd. He's not just talking to you, Lady Celeste. He's hamming it up. He is talking to the crowd that's watching. Imiko, you are muted.
I got 10.
Imiko is completely lost. I'm not even going to roll to say I failed to get a point. I'm not even doing that.
Yeah, okay.
He's not bothered.
Yeah, those that are reading the room, he's convincing some of the new council members that this is not necessarily a bad thing. Some of them are nodding along to what he's saying. And you know for a, well, okay, I was going to say, you know for a fact that he can't be ensorceling the people outside of the room. You were told that that's the case. So I'm not going to say you know for a fact, but you were told that's the case. Nothing that happens in this room can affect outside the room.
Fortunately, the power of words can be quite persuasive.
Yeah.
That's why we have lying chicks and stuff.
So I have answered your questions, Lady Celeste. Other august personages here. Reginald, top job going on. Love it, man. Nocturus. What about that fresh clothing? Some better food? A wash basin, at least. I've been relieving myself in the corner.
I believe we can arrange for...
How do you know all this?
I say there is a contingent of folks that believe that we need to shatter these barriers. We need to no longer be confined. And if that change brings some destruction, then so be it. As it is now, we don't grow, we don't change. It all stays the same.
That didn't really
Gary, this whole time, is not, he's not really talking. But as this guy is like using very convincing words to folks, Gary is just shaking his head the entire time.
Gary, you said that you were able to counsel, correct?
Yes.
Could you counsel me in the next question I should ask?
No, it pains me to say that, but no, I can't influence what your world decides to do here. Other than to say the barriers were erected for a reason.
But is it true that it might be wrong that we are caged the way we are?
I can't answer that. I want to. I do, but I have certain programming that I can't. I can't. It has to be your decision.
What is programming?
I have orders that I have to obey, and I physically cannot rebel against them.
I
Sounds like you're
understand.
being very controlled there for somebody who is all about chaos and non-control.
Oh no, this is Gary talking. Sorry,
Oh, this is Gary.
this is Gary.
Sorry. Oh,
Yeah.
I missed that.
Yeah.
Wow, it sounds like he's making your point
cool.
for you then.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh,
If we
Who?
were to let you out, would you try to run away or just take off with the others?
Oh, I
and-
would much rather convince this new council. That's what it's looking like to me. That our way is the correct way. I would much rather do that.
Okay.
So you would convince them to continue allowing people from beyond the pale to come here?
At this stage, it's more convincing them to just not interfere. Do you think this is the only place this is going on?
No, I've seen it in other places.
Oh, very good then. Yes, yes. We have visitors visiting each of the barriered cities. Well, really, they're worlds to themselves.
In what we have seen, I have seen horrors, abominations to mankind.
You're speaking of the undead.
No,
No?
a man-made version.
He actually looks a little confused at that. He's like,
People in the dwarven city we went to, we discovered they were injecting people and changing them into undead, for lack of a better term, but they were not, because they're not from beyond the pale.
So does Lady Celestia spill about everything, about like you had this happen to you, your spirit was still there, and that's what was animating the body?
I do at this point. I do spell that.
Okay.
We're dead.
Convince him.
Oh.
Because at first he's shaking his head saying that can't be true. You're lying. That can't be.
I will convince him
Okay.
through a Fabula point.
Can you not just convince him by waiting for her to say true?
Ooh, that's a good point.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're all
Yeah.
affected by
Okay.
the truth.
Yeah. So maybe you do
Apparently.
that. You look to your high priestess and she says, true. And good one. Good point. So he's like, huh. Well, that bears consideration then. It seems that maybe there is another group involved. I'll have to think about this. I'm afraid that this conversation has run its course for the evening. You have given me something to consider, Lady Celeste. Information I did not know. Leave me with my thoughts, and perhaps I will speak further with your counsel once I've considered things.
If we get out of him before we go, do we have normal sort of jail cells or something we can put him in? Because he said he wasn't going to run away. So.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
We'll just put him in. He says he's not going to run away, and if he wants to
He
get
said
cleaned
he
up and
wasn't
stuff,
going to run
he
away. He didn't say he wasn't going to fly away
Or teleport away.
Yeah.
I did try to phrase it so it was more sort of general take off after the others type of thing. I wasn't trying to specifically word him around.
Well, Imiko,
he said he wants to stay around.
If you just want to ask him in front of the truthsayer if he
I tried.
attempts to
I
flee, right? So yeah, he's not going to.
Yeah, he said
It
he
doesn't
wants to stick
suit
around
him
and stuff,
to
so
at this point.
Yeah, so in which case Emma goes, well, he says he doesn't want to just put him in a normal jail cell, then sort of
Right.
just gives a bit more consideration than being stuck in here.
So no one else asked it. So I'm going to say Reginald, being the acute of mind as he is, says, one more question. And the council member looks at him. Who else in the old council is part of your membership?
Oh yeah, I was going to ask about that, but
You can just point to them if you would like.
Oh, he smiles at this. It's like, well, see, that's the great part. We don't know. Until we receive the call And by the way, a large part of that was because of whatever it was that you got up to. We were kind of rushed. We received the call to retrieve items that we had earmarked for retrieval many, many months ago.
Hmm.
And while I've worked out a few folks that are of same mind, they were part of those that fled. The council that you have now, I don't know. There might still be members that have the same thought as I do. And yes, High Priestess says truth. He doesn't know.
So he did basically just admit that he was one of the group of people who were trying to do all this stuff.
Yes, he did.
So.
Yep.
That's got to be a lie, right? Because at least one other person he would know who recruited it.
Nope, because they
Not
could have been part of the
necessarily.
ones that got away.
Oh,
Yeah.
Also, if you
That-
do through enough dropouts and stuff, you can't necessarily tell.
true. Yeah, okay.
We have no idea
I
how
don't think they had
deep
enough.
this spy network goes.
Well, maybe they did have enough. To
Yeah, anyway.
Yep. So unless you can think of something else to ask him while you've got your truth sayer here.
Yeah.
Who outside of the council is amidst your ranks?
Mm. Will you make my living conditions slightly better if I were to give you a list of some names?
I look to the council members for a nod.
Reginald doesn't like it, but he'll go along with the vote. So, yeah, it's important for them to at least root out some. And he does. He gives you some prominently placed guild heads, ship captains, what do you call it? The people that establish trade routes into the interior instead of into the sea. He gives you, he gives you a good dozen people.
Anybody in the church?
He hasn't written anything down about anyone in the church.
If he names Jim, I'm attacking him.
No. The people that he names are largely folks that travel, either by commerce or bringing people in and out of the city. They're largely concerned with that.
I start edging.
Naughty
out of the
Noon is at the
room.
bottom.
Hmm.
I mean, I can see why it would be.
You're free to ask him, though, Lady Celeste. There's no sister or brother on the list.
Anyone from the church? I can't help but notice there isn't one on the list.
Anyone actively helping us? No, but you all help us.
Hmm. You seemed to have an aversion to the High Priestess, the former High Priestess.
Yes.
Could you explain for me?
She had access to, be it a piece of technology or perhaps a spell that was capable of sending back our beasts.
The banishment.
Yes. Now, had there been time, and now he looks at your new high priestess, that would have been shared, but I'm guessing it wasn't.
Hmm.
She doesn't acknowledge that.
Yeah. I just shrug and go, secrets will be secrets.
Yes. So, how about that basin, better food, change of clothes?
Yeah, well, this is it. Marco was trying to get him shifted out to a normal sort of prison cell
Okay. Yeah,
type
there we
thing
go.
anyway.
So let's say that's taken care of. He's taken out of the way, and you guys are kind of left to your own devices to speak amongst yourself.
Hmm. I actually want to ask him something in private.
Okay, you can ask him in passing before as they're
Yeah.
moving him to a different place, an actual cell.
Yeah. I just kind of quietly, I go, do you know of other arcanists in the city?
He gets a big smile on his face, like you can see, like he was weighing like what he could get out of this, and then he just smiles and says, "Yes." Visit the Lime Works.
What's the Limeworks?
It's literally that. They mine lime from.
Okay.
And it's turned into a powder to use for different things.
a nod and I go, "Thank you. I hope
Mhm.
that your upgraded accommodations will be more humane for you. I
Absolutely.
appreciate your honesty. Even though it may have been forced, the honesty you have shared is helpful for me personally."
Well, I've always found that it's best to be both convincing and truthful when you are trying to win a debate.
And you were doing very well. I commend you.
He also gives you that like overly flowery bow, and it does not come across as mocking.
I'll curtsy
Yeah, there
respectfully.
you go. All right, so he's moved along. You guys are more or less in private areas with the new council
Mm-hmm.
talking about things. Some of them are like, I mean, he's not wrong. The aether storms have been a
Yeah.
problem for a while. I mean, we are the city. This is like, if you remember, one of the problems with the city is like you are outgrowing your area.
Yeah. I bring up to the council, please keep in mind, he admitted that he had opened portals to allow these creatures and chaotic individuals in that are now causing these issues. He is guilty and associated with these travesties that are happening all over. I would like you to keep that in mind and remember that. Though his intentions in his mind are good and convincing, it does not mean that it is the best option for the people at
Let
this
me
time.
roll, Lady Celeste.
Mhm.
Let's see how convincing that speech comes across.
I'm actually going to use my ability as an
Okay,
orator.
there we go.
So I'm going to use the Fabula point now
All
because
right.
it's so far I have no reason to mistrust the current council and the people that we
Yes.
appointed. So that's why my thing is being so slow.
Is
All
it
right, so
wrong that I want to spend a Fabula point to have Gary the dwarf turn up?
It's like, I
um
just opened the door to the bathroom and now I'm here. I don't know how this keeps happening.
so it's unexpected ally. I use an action. I spend the Fabula point. I choose
Ooh.
a non-hostile creature. So I'm gonna pick like the head of the council.
All right.
Um,
So that would be Reginald.
yeah,
Okay.
and
No, not Reginald. It's the
uh,
old guild, the
Leland,
old leader. Yeah,
Leland the
Leland.
Ailing.
Okay, so it's
Uh,
Leland.
if I do it, the creature becomes helpful towards me as long as I'm kind and respectful and my requests are reasonable.
Okay. He's like, all right. Well, definitely we'll keep it under consideration. I don't think, as a newly installed council, that we're going to have the right just to side in this case, but we should put it to the public. We are, after all, supposed to be representing the populace here. So maybe a town hearing. I mean, literally, all he's asking for is that we don't interfere with anything. And it seems to me they got what they wanted from this city. It's more a question of us helping or not helping other places beyond the veil.
But
I
look
don't
at
know that
how they
there's
got
anything
it.
in that for us.
I mean,
Naughty.
look at how they got it though.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, there could have been more destruction and definitely could have been more lives lost.
Not even that. Look at how they wormed their way into the council, and then just stole everything. They could have been here doing other things for months, for years. We don't know.
Okay. The new high priestess nods at that and says, it's a very good point. If we look at their actions.
And him admitting that he had blackmail on the other council members. If he was playing a long game, he even said his hand was forced sooner than
yeah.
expected with this. So,
Leland does
Understand
say, like,
blackmail.
yeah, well, we kind of all did that.
I mean, that's politics, but
Yeah.
it's showing the quality of character that we're dealing with, despite his flowery words.
Mhm. This is true. And a
Yeah,
person's
someone may want
character
to
does
look in his
matter.
quarters and home to see if he's got that blackmail material somewhere.
Mhm. All right. Well, before we sign off for the night, is there anything else? It's like Gary's here. You can ask something of Gary if you want. If you want to talk amongst yourselves about anything, it seems like the council in general is like, well, I mean, what is there to be done here?
Yeah, what's our next step?
They're
is my big
gone.
question.
They took what they wanted.
What are we doing next? Are we done? We go back to home? Or?
Yep. Well, the one thing you're going to wait on is the prisoner said he needed to think about the information Lady Celeste gave him because he was unaware of that side of things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not waiting for the prisoner.
To be fair, we kind of had the thoughts and knowledge that they are separate things to begin with, the undead and that other sect. So it's not surprising that you didn't know, but also kind of solidifies it for us.
Well, Emiko, so what you said is kind of like, feels like, you're kind of itching to do something, right? So Reginald says, well, it seems to me if this is going on in other realms behind the curtains and you have a way through these curtains now, and he looks at Gary, it might behoove us to use you to find out what's going on in other places.
And just like, because three of us aren't really political characters, so as much as Lady Celeste might be wanting to get onto that side of things, actually, I'm speaking on behalf of Arcturus and Noddy specifically, but yeah, we don't really seem to be getting into the political machinery of. So what the hell are we doing? This is just characters. Yeah.
Yep.
We could always switch to doing different characters that do a political game, but yeah, Marco will not be doing.
Richard, Bill, do you have anything to add or to ask of Gary?
It means that we'll be doing more teleporting rather than walking and exploring. That's all.
Oh, Emiko still has a seed of a space plant to take somewhere.
What? Okay.
During all of this, I want to take a few moments just to ask Reginald if they found out anything yet.
Well, he's been here, so he doesn't know.
Well, I mean, in between the time, I mean, there's been a
No, there wasn't enough time for him to find out anything.
Right.
You should have asked Reginald if he was loyal while the truth serum thing was on.
Yeah. I hate that guy. I'm going to stab him in the back as soon as I can. Truth.
Long shot is going on about the Limeworks. What was the Limeworks lead about? I can't remember.
Yeah, that was kind of between Lady Celeste and like that was a side just for them.
Another Arcanist.
Arcanist, right?
Summoner.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we ignore that then as hard as we can.
We don't know. So,
yeah. It was just kind of between Lady Celeste and Worm Tongue. All right. So Gary is just very disturbed
to do this entirely. That's on them.
Gary is disturbed at just the whole thing, and he's like, I can't lead you in one direction or another. All I can say is this has not worked out for any other planet that has chosen that way.
Planet? What are you talking about?
Noddy, if you only knew how large the universe was and how much there was to explore out there.
But it's all boring going between place to place with nothing in between on your spaceships.
Yeah. I wonder how well Noddy would take that on after being on a spaceship for 20 years between destinations.
Exactly.
And conscious the whole time. Right. Okay, we'll end it there.
That wasn't that bad.
Yeah, so big amount of fallout. The council will we'll put word out to the public tomorrow about, and they'll have a public hearing on just like what happened and letting everybody know because they are duly representatives of the people. Your prisoner will give some thought to what Lady Celeste has to say. And then, if you guys, I'm not asking you guys to play a political game here. I'm just saying things are changing. Right. And if you guys just want to continue to be given missions, that's what's going to happen because they do need information. They do need you to go to places and to talk to people and to do things.
Ambassador Noddy Noon.
Yeah. Yep. Apparently, if their modus operandi is to take artifacts that once belonged to their realm, that's going on in other places too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually something else you could follow up on, because that would mean that the compass probably was one of those things too. And it's still in play. Somebody here in this city bought it.
No, in the dwarf city.
The dwarfs. No,
Yeah.
no,
Yes.
here, because it was the
No,
yeah,
it was
I
the
know
dwarf
what
city
you mean.
because-
Yeah, the dwarf city. You're right, the dwarf city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have interaction with anyone
Yeah,
else outside
right.
the island, so it couldn't have been
Right.
anyone nor it.
But that wasn't taken. Yeah,
Yeah.
is what. Yeah, more the point was is that it's
Yeah,
still
it was-
there. Yeah. So there are things to do. If you want to go stompy mech, we can do that too. All right, guys. We'll call it for the night then. We're in a little
Yeah, need at
quite a
least
bit
3
over.
or 4 levels of that before they actually get anything decent out of that mech.
Yep. True enough.
Mm.
Jameis, tell us about your external brain.
Yep, I've got a blog. It's where I post everything, and then I immediately forget about it. So come along to jamesenright.blogspot.com and see what I've forgotten recently.
Yep. Dion?
Well, when I'm not playing TTRPGs with my super cool awesome friends, that's you guys. You can find me at my channel, Substances Used, where I play retro JRPGs. I do some Grand Theft Auto roleplay and a whole bunch of other stuff. We beat Paper Mario and Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. Just a little casual playthrough of some older games that I've already beaten, just to cleanse the palate. And I picked up Shin Megami Tensei 5. So it's
a word?
a lot of fun. Yeah, it is. It's a big
It's
word.
2 words, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll probably take a couple hours to get through, I'm sure. Yeah.
I'm going through
Oh,
Eternal Blue again myself.
Ooh,
Good one.
nice.
Richard, you're streaming again.
No, not. Well, I might be. I don't know. I've had problems with electricity over here and people working on things and rewiring stuff when I would usually be streaming. But if I do stream, you can watch me here on Twitch at LMTDTMFFR. Or say it with me now.
This is my favorite part.
Oh,
Limited
yeah.
time
Turn off.
offer. No.
No
vows.
Vows.
Oh, that's so horrible. So bad.
I think we
Bill,
nailed it.
what do you got going on, Bill?
Well, I am still running a bi-weekly game on every other Tuesday, running for Swords and Wizardry, running the folks through Castle Amber. And
Nice.
on every other Monday on Frog God Organized Play, I am running the sort of living Rappanathic West Marches deal that we just started this past Monday. So, if you want to get in either game, get in touch with me. I'll get you in the game.
Oh, good. And you can join our Discord channel, but go to BlueMagik.com. You can find all of our links there, including to our Discord channel and to a lot of years of silliness like this. So check that out. Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Good
everybody.
night, everybody.